Airgun Geeks fans, I've got the one, the only Aiden Hansen again for you with incredible news in the Nodos world. I know Nodos has absolutely blown up my channel. I am at a,
keep them in stock,
dude. I am at a high point for views, for people, the length of time people are watching the content.
Yeah,
they are
listening to your stuff because I'm like, I shoot these things like crazy, but you're like all these helpful tips, like doing the triggers, all that stuff.
Yeah. So, you know, I was so excited when you told me, Bill, you got to be at SHOT Show this year. And this guy's the reason that I'm at SHOT Show. I'm like, well, how do I get in? He's like, oh, here's the hack. Do this, and you'll be there. And so I want to thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome
for making that possible.
We love your channel.
So tell us what you've got going on here in Umarex in the new Nodos world.
So if you just take a look at this gun here, you know, we've got the adjustments on here, the Notos.
Yeah.
It's light, it's fast, it's 22 caliber, it's suppressed, it looks really good. It shoots really nice.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very, you can accessorize it. And you make all the doodads to hold the magazine.
Oh, yeah.
You don't break them because they can be a little bit sensitive sometimes. So we got his big brother here.
Oh, boy.
So this is called the Zelos.
Wow.
This is a 25 caliber, side lever action, bullpup. If you look back here in the back, 18 round magazine.
I was going to say, it looks like a much bigger mag in there.
That's normally we like run down that like 10, like this is a 22, so we'd have like 12 rounds. And then you get into this. It's threaded already for a moderator.
Man, it's like everything I asked for.
It just feel the weight though.
Wow.
That is a solid gun.
Yeah.
And it's got a little fidget spinner up here on top for those that just sit in.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Everybody's nervous when they're hunting. Yeah.
That's your field port.
Oh my gosh.
And so we'll turn it to this side here. So you have your pressure for the tank. You know, you run up here. The other thing that we did now is we made this is fully adjustable, so you can regulate the gun to whatever you're shooting for the caliber. So
excellent.
I mean for the weight of the caliber.
Right.
So if you're shooting a 25 and you go from like a 25 grain up to a 33 grain.
Yeah.
You can dial up the pressure on it. You know, we like to hit that 850 to 920 range. Right there, because it increases the accuracy portion of it.
Yeah.
It's got a Picatinny rail up on top.
And that looks like it's metal?
It's all metal.
Yeah, it is aluminum.
This thing is solid.
Nice.
Like
very nice.
Yeah. The bottom part here for the bipod is nice. So it mounts the tank. Barrel's fully free floated. Nothing's affecting that. So you can slide this forward or backward, wherever you want to mount to it. I mean, you can totally stabilize it. So adjusting the regular. The other thing is, if you notice, we came out with the gauntlet side lever called the SL.
Yeah.
All we have is side levers now. We don't have any more. We don't have any more bolt actions.
Nice.
Everything is side lever. That was one of the things that when I first started, I was like, we started going through it. I'm like, we got to have a side lever. So everything now that we build is going to be side lever. We're stepping up the game. And then safety. And here's the other thing. Look at the trigger.
Oh.
You can make minor adjustments inside the trigger.
Nice.
So if you want to move the trigger point down here, make a little bit longer throw, you can make it shorter up top. But just as a natural fill for it, I mean, if you do that, try that trigger. Give that a shot.
He told me to do this, by the way.
Yes, you can do it here. So a little more travel in it.
Oh, that breaks really.
It breaks nice. It breaks nice.
That is so much nicer than...
You get in there and start squeezing, you just wait for that little surprise, but it's the weight and feel like this is a solid gun. I don't
mind that long first travel.
As long as the brake is crisp.
That's my time to get ready.
Yes.
Like, okay, I'm going to come up against the wall. I'm going to release that breathe and break that shot.
Right.
That's when that's going to happen. So I appreciate the travel on that.
And the magazine size with 18 rounds on the 22, that works great. So slide the magazine in and out, but it's the bullpup, so you get more barrel length in here.
Yeah.
For the length of the gun.
Yeah.
And if we just hold the two up next to each other, you kind of get an idea there. We're only about 5.5 inches or 5 inches longer than what the Notos is.
But because you move the whole action back in the bullpup configuration, you're making much more efficient use of that space.
Correct.
In this gun design. That's really cool.
And I see people will mod these things, and you'll probably be one of them. You'll be like, "I'll take this thing." So what would you like? You're
going to help a brother out, and you're going to see that I get one of these things so that I can start working.
Start the mod process.
Hell yeah!
So if you look at the space between here and here, you can even go with a larger tank. I mean, there's all kinds of options they'll do on their own. We just let the internet and the folks out there in the industry just figure out what they're going to do and make it work. But you can slide this all the way to the front if you want to for your bipod. There's no interference, and it's already threaded for your moderators. It's great.
Excellent. That is so cool.
This gun I am so excited about. Like,
I can see why.
You don't even know. It's like the level of excitement for me is absolutely amazing. So, but it's awesome.
That is
so that's the Zelos. We got the Notos, the Zelos.
Yeah.
And pretty soon your friends will be jealous.
Nice.
That's corny.
No. Dad jokes are welcome with the Airgun Geeks. That's what we do.
Yep. So I mean, the way it's just a solid feel to it. And the retail price on this is $599.
Wow.
So a lot of gun for the money.
It is. It is. And I want to point out that feeling this gun, it's not just a grown-up Notos. It's everything is taken up to a higher level.
Right.
You didn't just increase the caliber of the Notos. There's more metal. You got a really nice side lever.
There's no composite stuff on it. Like, it's just a solid build gun.
Yeah.
Durability levels and things like that. Like, the Notos is light and fast. People love it for that.
Sure.
I think if they'll buy that and go right into the 25 cal from there.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're two different tools for two different jobs, right?
Yes.
And, you know, one is fast and quick and an excellent truck gun. In my mind, this is the ultimate truck gun.
Yes.
Because honestly, if it got scratched up and wrecked in my truck, because my truck is a wreck, it doesn't live an easy life in my truck. So to have a Notos in there at that price point makes sense. Would I want that in my truck? I'm going to take a little better care of it. It's a little more expensive, but yeah,
the nice thing is my job is to take it out and not take care of it.
Yeah.
I try to find all the weak points in it, which I can usually do it pretty quick. Give it to me for a couple of weeks and I'll find the weak points.
So your job title is break stuff professionally.
Correct.
Excellent.
It's like the best job in the world. Like when your mom yells at you for breaking something, or your dad's like, "Oh, you broke the gun. I'm not buying you another one." Umarex is like, "Okay, what broke?" They go back and let's try to fix it. So we're constantly improving, constantly innovating, and we've got some other things here we'll talk about too that'll add to it.
Excellent.
We got a 180-pound Stingray hanging above your head right now.
Holy cow!
Got with the javelin.
Look at that.
Yeah. So with the javelin Fisher.
All right, we're gonna move on to those.
So this it goes up to 1,100 feet per second.
Wow.
It's a 22.
Wow.
So you can dial that up and down. You can go really heavy on the grain weight and tune it. You know, I find the grain weight that I like that shoots best in the gun. You run through them, and then you start playing with your pressures. And once you start getting down, you know how the group will tighten up, and then it starts. Then you refine that back to that point, and you usually have a good.
I mean, we always used to tell people the pellet chooses the gun, but since we've gotten so adjustable, we can now adjust the.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, what are you doing?
We can now adjust the gun to the pellet and actually get the best performance out of different projectiles. So the arena has changed.
Some guns like certain pellets.
They do.
You know, if you take a pellet, you go, well, let me find a gun that the pellet fits together. For us now, for me, I usually start heavy.
Yeah.
And I go backwards from there, because the heavier for me, I'm not really a speed freak, and everyone's like, you need 1,100 feet per second.
No, you don't.
You don't need it if you can put it. If you can put it the size of a racer head consistently, you know, that's what we shoot in competition.
It's all about the accuracy for me. But you said 22 caliber for that?
That's a 22 caliber, and we make a 25. So we've got both.
Man, 22, you're right in my sweet spot.
Yeah, so that's, you know, if you're out hunting, I mean, that's a great little one there. I like the 25 caliber too. So for me, I like the Notos for the 22. I'll probably have them all, but, you know, it's the 22 and the 25.
You know a guy. You know a guy.
I know a guy. Yeah, I know a guy.
So that grip, is that an AR?
That's an AR style grip. So if you want to put something that has a, like a mag pull on there, you can do a mag pull if you want on the furniture side of it. So
excellent. Yeah. Well, let's move on to the next product.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill.